Today we are making a 4th of July red, white, and blue punch. And we are getting those vibrant colors from using all fresh fruit. My name is Alyena and welcome to my kitchen. So the first thing you're going to want to do is add your fruit into your punch bowl. As our red layer, I am using just fresh strawberries, and I just cut the end of the strawberries off to keep them whole. And the thing I love is at the end of this, you can eat all of this fruit and it's nice and boozy and delicious. But if you don't want to make this into a cocktail, this is great as a welcome water. And if you just fill this up with water, it really infuses the flavor of the fruit into it. If you want to have this as a non-alcoholic option. Ooh, hello bee. I think the bee smells all the fruit. Next, I'm going to add in my lemons. This is going to be my white layer, even though they're a little yellow, but close enough. And so I like to just place them around so that the cut open side is facing outward. And one thing I do want to mention is you want to wash your fruit very well because this is going to be soaking in your drink. So if it has any pesticides on it or bugs, you really want to get those off. Now that I've put all my lemons in, I'm just going to fill it up with our blueberries as our blue layer. Doesn't this look absolutely beautiful? And now we can start on making our cocktail for our punch. I am using a French 75 cocktail to add into my punch, and you don't want to add it layer by layer because you can't stir it together. So I just have a pitcher off to the side where I'm going to mix everything together and then pour it in. And the first thing I'm going to add in is my lemon juice. I have 1 cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. A French 75 is really one of my favorite cocktails because it's so simple, but it's so delicious. And it also is a fairly clear drink. And I don't want anything colorful because we are having all of our colors with our fruit. Next, I just have some homemade simple syrup. You can always buy this store-bought, but it's so easy to make at home, so I recommend it. All you need to do is take 1 cup of granulated sugar and add it to your saucepan with 1 cup of water and let this simmer on low heat for about 10 minutes until the sugar completely dissolves, and then take it off the heat and pop it in the fridge so it's nice and cold. And I'm going to use 1 cup of my simple syrup, and I'm going to add in 2 cups of gin, but if you don't want this to be as strong, you can always just add in 1 cup. And to add a bubbly, sparkly element to it, I just have some champagne or Prosecco. This is California champagne. And you can use anywhere from 2 to 3 bottles of champagne in this drink. It really just depends on how big your pitcher is. So I'm gonna start with 2 and see if it's not all the way filled up. I'll just top it with a little bit more champagne. I also have a recipe on my page for a different type of French 75. It's a rose-infused French 75 that's absolutely delicious if you're just craving a single cocktail. I have a little bit of champagne left in this bottle, but I don't want this to overfill. And I'm just going to give this a little stir to make sure that everything is combined. No. I should have known better. One should not stir champagne, but now it is all mixed together. And I'm going to just slowly start pouring this over my berries. Now, doesn't this look absolutely delicious? And I love having something like this if I'm hosting a party, because once it actually goes down, you can just keep filling this up with champagne and you'll still get some of the flavor from this French 75. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a safe and fun 4th of July. Cheers!